Get something for the gram.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm here with Ratliff, and this is going to be on the Ice Fault channel, on my and Billy's new channel. So I'm excited to be here with him. He's going to be the first guest on the podcast. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. So this is actually going to be on our brand new platform called Ice Fault Studios, where we're going to mainly focus on the Midwest hip hop scene and really bringing out the Minnesota local scene to the forefront of the industry and really kind of get Minnesota out there, because I know there's a lot of talented groups out there, especially you.
Yeah, definitely.
So you want to talk about like what you do and kind of like what kind of style you're into?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a rapper. My name is Ratliff. It's just my last name. And I guess my style is really just whatever I want it to be. I guess it's more lyrical because I tell stories is kind of how I look at it. I really focus heavy on the songwriting aspect of it. But to me, it's just, going off whatever I feel and just finding instrumentals I like or trying to create something I really enjoy.
Yeah, definitely. And music's supposed to be fun and kind of uh, used as a tool to help people and overall just enjoy life. And I enjoy it. So we want to talk about any like new your he has an album mixtape out on his YouTube channel. I'll link his YouTube channel down in the description below. But he has two mixtapes out that I've listened to. I don't know if you have any other products other than the Crossroads mixtapes.
I actually do.
Oh, you do?
I don't talk about them though. I do,
yeah. So my favorite is Crossroads too. But if you kind of want to give a background on the two projects, and let's get into kind of your creative process for those projects. And
yeah. I before I was going by Ratliff, I used to rap with a group called Madcap, and I was going as SRB, and I was like very SoundCloud, XXX Tentacion type style.
Yeah, or like definitely.
Very just aggressive and very goofy. We made a lot of songs that were just like very goofy.
Yeah.
And that group kind of fell apart around 2019, and I went on to do my own thing as Ratliff. And it was because like we had a studio, and the studio flooded. Can't even make this up. The studio, it flooded, and so that was kind of like the unspoken end to Madcap. And so I went on and did my own thing. And on SoundCloud, I dropped two projects. I dropped this project called Energy, and then I dropped the project called Tunnel Vision on my SoundCloud, and like those did pretty well. But the reason I don't put anything on SoundCloud really anymore is because like the average person doesn't have SoundCloud. It's hard for them to like.
SoundCloud is kind of a tricky platform to kind of conquer, and I know that because it's really hard to get people to play music on that platform.
Yeah, but everybody has YouTube.
Yep, everybody watches YouTube, so that's kind of the way we like to roll. Is to really focus on. I noticed you are focusing mainly on your YouTube channel and kind of your growth there, and I've seen that you've had some great success.
Yeah.
What artists influenced your style, and like what kind of artists did you listen to when you first started creating those mixtapes?
I mean, I would say I don't sound like any artist that I actually listen to.
Yeah, definitely. I understand.
Because like my favorite rapper is MF Doom, but I don't have any songs that sound like Doom.
Gotcha. Yeah, you kind of do your own style, kind of.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like because like when I first started rapping, like people used to use that a lot. Like when I first started when I was like 17, people were like, "You sound like Earl Sweatshirt," and like they would say it as an insult, and so it made me stop.
It came across as kind of like a slap in the face,
Yeah, so like I
I
don't
got that a
know.
lot with like artists like Whit Lowry and NF because like I was
Yeah.
using the cinematic style in NF zone. But uh that's really cool. You are currently on a tour right now, and I think you have a show in Miami coming up, and that sounds sick.
Yeah, yeah. I'm one of the artists on the Storm tour right now, headlined by Lebo Tracks. And yeah, I did the Minneapolis date September 1st at the Granada. That was really cool. And then the next one is October 7th in Miami. And that'll be a lot of fun too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard Miami's a lot of fun. I remember going there for family vacations and stuff. I have family in Fort Myers, but
Cool.
we definitely visited Miami and like Tampa Bay and that kind of area.
Cool.
So yeah,
Yeah, it'll be my
Miami's.
first time. I've never been to Florida.
You've never been to Florida? Yeah, be
Yeah, this will be
prepared
my
for
first
hot
time.
temperatures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. Did you learn anything from the Minneapolis date? And were you able to like kind of experiment with different like sound equipment or anything?
Uh, Not really experiment, but every performance I do, I learn something.
Yeah.
Um, I learned that I only sent the DJ 4 tracks. I had 15 minutes, and I should have sent him one more because
Yeah,
you,
it's always that last little bit of the set that gets you that you're unprepared for.
yeah, because usually like I talk a lot in between songs, but this one I was just like, just going from song to song to song. I was setting
Yeah.
them up pretty good, so like I could send him one more and fit in like a fifth track for 15 minutes. But every show is a learning experience, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had one thing to teach me anything about live music, what would be your best tip, or what would be a something that you've learned from performing live that maybe I could implement into something?
Uh, I could give you three things.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Because I recently had to talk to a friend. It was his first live performance. Rule number one is understand that the crowd wants to see you win because you're on the stage.
Yep.
Nobody wants to see a bad performance. So like as soon as you understand, like when you grab the mic, everybody's on your side. Everybody wants to see you win.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important because a lot of people get nervous and they think people want to see them fail or make fun of it. It's like, no, dude, we all want to see you do a great job because when you do a good job, I'm having a good time.
Exactly.
So that's the
Yeah.
first thing. The second thing is nobody notices when you slip up. So if you miss a lyric, if you
Just keep going.
just keep going. Nobody
Yeah.
noticed it. You're the only one. And if you ever watch like professional artists perform, they mess up all the time.
Yep.
And they just keep going because they're the only ones that notice it. And the last is rehearse. Rehearse. Even if it's just in the bathroom in the mirror, even if it's walking to the store, you just decide to go a cappella, rehearse. You can always rehearse more.
Yep, definitely. Always that practice that gives you that good confidence boost that you need.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely take those into effect. So let's kind of get into the Crossroads project. What inspired you to create those two mixtapes and put them out?
Yeah. It's actually kind of interesting, to be honest. Um, I was writing those songs for the first mixtape in 2019, but I just didn't record them.
Yeah,
And the pandemic hit obviously in 2020.
that was the worst for me, for all of us.
Yeah.
I
But
understand.
but that's when I recorded the first mixtape because I was finally able to get into studios. Before,
Yeah,
like
a lot of people had a lot of
they had
open
more time.
availability.
Yeah.
Definitely, I understand that.
So
Yeah, I use that time to mainly focus on like learning GarageBand and stuff. So I understand.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So at first it wasn't even gonna be a mixtape. I was just gonna I had because the way I make music is I make a lot of songs. I finish them, but I only like will release the ones I think are good.
yeah.
And
So you're constantly working on them.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I like to do my music. Um I like focus on one song, and then if I need more like fresher ideas, I'll come back to it later when kind of when you're feeling that creative freedom.
Yeah.
Like definitely implementing that into your music. So,
Yeah.
what is your favorite? What are some of your favorite tracks from the Crossroads projects?
Uh, Old Head is probably my favorite song from
Yeah,
them.
that's
uh,
a
I really like Blossom. I'm glad a lot of people like Blossom.
I noticed that one did really well for you.
Yeah, I wrote that because the girl I was dating at the time was like, "Why are you always writing breakup songs?" And she was like, "Why don't you write a positive love song?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll write that." And
Yeah, I
it
got
did
that a
pretty
lot.
well.
Yeah, right. Ironically, a
Yeah,
lot of people sometimes get sick of the sad stuff and want
yeah,
to see you talk about something that's like actually hopeful and gives more positive energy into other people's situations. But I
yeah,
know there's that crowd that does like the sappiness in some of the songs, and
yeah,
I totally get that. You have to kind of like switch up your style every and try something, writing something new.
yeah, yeah. Definitely trying something new.
And you just released a music video for your song "Function."
Yep.
What was the creative process behind the video production, and uh, what were your thoughts going into that video?
Uh, Actually, more than usual, because I shot a video for CR2 um that I did not put out because I just didn't think I did a good job. It wasn't anything with the video director or anything. I just thought like I could have came up with a better idea.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I never released a music video. Um so this time when I came into Function, I wanted at least kind of like a theme. And the original idea, because the song Function is a party song, but lyrically the song is about giving up partying
Yeah.
because it's about like walking away from my past of being around the wrong people and partying too much. And so the original idea was I was going to have all these bottles of alcohol and I was just going to be pouring them out.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, because the song is oxymoron. Like it's a something you would play while you're partying and drinking,
Yeah.
but lyrically and visually, it's not about drinking.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And
Did you ever struggle with drinking or any issues like that when you were younger or throughout the album, or have you like moved on or?
no, I actually don't have an addictive personality, but I'm very much like um, I definitely had a problem with more so with wasting time and
Yeah,
finding reasons to like
not do the stuff that you want to do.
yeah. And I've also like I've lost friends who have drank themselves to death, and that was another big reason. Like it's just I don't know. Like I'll have a drink, but like I can't have like more than one because
Yeah,
like
yep.
I
I was kind
yeah
of the opposite of you. I really struggled with it, but we won't talk about too much for that.
yeah
But that's really interesting that you had that concept for that song, because that song is very it's kind of motivational in a way.
yeah yeah
A lot of people were when I was at the depot and didn't you perform that night?
oh yeah I
I think
perform
I
it every
remember
time.
it.
Yeah
It's one of your most popular songs. A lot of people enjoy it.
yeah
So
yeah
so maybe you could come up with like a lyric video. I'd love to see a lyric video or lyrics for it at some point.
yeah
So
yeah
if you ever have the time, you should like post the lyrics in the description or something.
definitely
And I would definitely love to read those and kind of get more into like the lyrical side, because I know you're a lyrical artist.
yeah definitely. There's some pretty cool bars in there that I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah, there was a few in your Crossroads product that I wanted to steal from you.
Oh yeah
Yeah.
yeah. Do you remember any?
I don't off the top of my head. The only two songs I have, the only song that I really remember that stuck out to me was "Function."
Yeah
That's the most memorable song on the project, both projects for me. Which it was on Crossroads too, right?
yep
Function was.
yep
Yeah.
yeah
are there any other tracks you think people should really listen to, or any other powerful tracks on the project that inspired you?
Oh man, yeah. Diva. People love that song.
Yeah,
I've been performing it a lot more, and yeah, people love that song. Another one, I feel like a lot of people didn't really listen to Money Man on Crossroads One, and that I really like that song because I'm just telling you all the jobs I worked since I was
yeah,
14, and then
gotcha.
like at the time when I was writing that song, I was working at a hotel overnight, and then in the morning I would get off work and go and work as a mover and move people's houses and stuff. So it was like it was just I don't know.
I've seen that you're more into like the hands-on kind of working stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
and
definitely.
I've noticed that on some of your Facebook posts. That's pretty cool, though. At least you're out there working and you're making means for yourself to provide for your music career as well.
Yeah,
That's always a struggle for some artists, is
yeah,
finding the ability to be able to fund your career and find that studio time and the time outside of your job and the family and stuff. Try to balance it out. It's a struggle for me and it's a struggle for all of us. But I think once we finally nail it down, we get a job we like, we go
yeah.
with it, and we stay motivated and really focused. That's something I'm really proud of you for, is
Thank you.
your work ethic and definitely the outcome of your music. I'm excited to see you put something out on Spotify.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
That's the next step.
um, I know you're in the works kind of a new project for Spotify and stuff.
Yep.
If you could kind of give some details about that project, what can we expect from it, and what are what are some of your ideas for the project?
Yeah. Yeah, the project is called A New Day, because it's my first step as truly being an independent artist, and
Yep.
like I truly believe in musicians should have ownership of what they create,
Yeah.
and this will be the first piece of music that I like truly own, and I've been working on it for probably like 2 years now, and it's almost done. It's just got I need to finish up some rough ends,
Gotcha.
but I'm planning on dropping it before the year ends. I was trying to drop it around June, but
Didn't work out.
it's just
Yeah,
taking a lot
gotcha.
longer than I
I
thought.
understand. Albums are a lengthy process, definitely. I've been
Yeah,
writing this project that I'm working on for a few years too.
yeah, it
And kind
just
of,
takes a lot longer than you think it will.
yep.
Yeah,
The concepts are sometimes difficult. You have the concept in your head, but then you got to put it into words, and then you
yeah,
got to build the sound around it. So
yep,
yeah,
yep,
if
yep.
there are you planning on releasing any singles for the project?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a single soon, either this month or the next. The song's called Swift, and I performed it at my last show. It did very well.
Yeah. What's the song about?
It's really about nothing,
Gotcha.
but it's a fun song. Like
Yeah,
it's just
sometimes songs are like that. They're just
yeah,
like that fun like song that you just want to vibe to.
yeah, it's fun. It's like my friend Oz produced the beat, and then my engineer Jack added a bunch of like cool stuff. He added like a actual bass guitar riff in it and a bunch of other instrumentals. And the beat itself is a drum and bass beat, which like I've never recorded on like a drum and bass or like dubstep or anything like that.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's like
experimental.
yeah, but it's super
Nice.
fun. It's a lot of fun. Like
Kind of laid back, not too serious or anything. I
yeah,
like fun songs like that. I have a few of those on this project that
yeah,
I'm really having fun with too. And I can't talk about much about those because that's
yeah.
for my own interview.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, but we are missing someone in action today. My friend Billy, our co-host, couldn't be here because he's spending time with his friends and loved ones today. So, shout out to Billy Nelson. We love
Shout out
him.
Billy.
He'll be on the future content. But this is actually for our local channel called Ice Fault Studios. So we're really excited to have you. Um, let's get into kind of some more fun questions.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you like to do outside of music, and what do you like to focus on when you're not doing music?
I'm a really big lifter. Like
Yeah,
right this month though, I'm chilling out because like I've been having neck pain and I need to like go see a chiropractor. But like
yeah, same.
um, I used to power lift and like that's something that's never left me. And I've been trying to get back into like how strong I used to be. I used to deadlift 400. I
Jeez.
recently did 360, so it's not far away. And then like
Yeah,
yeah, just trying to get back into that. Like I spend probably more time at the gym than I do anywhere. Obviously, I like listening to music. Lately, I've been getting really big into just like looking up a country and looking into what type of music they have.
interesting.
Yeah, it's
Well,
really fun
what
actually.
kind of countries have you discovered, or what kind of?
Um, it's all over the place. Like yesterday, I was looking into Andorra, which I never heard of that
I
country before.
rarely ever hear about Andorra.
Yeah, this it's such a small country, but it's like
It's like,
they have stuff. It's a lot like what we have here. It's just a
yeah,
different language, but it's like oh cool. Like
I like foreign hip hop, foreign
yeah,
music.
yeah,
You
exactly.
can
Yeah,
get some interesting sounds off of that.
yeah,
My
yeah.
favorite, what I've been getting into some African music lately.
Oh yeah,
Like that's where my staff where I live is from.
yeah.
They're from mainly like Kenya and stuff. So
Oh yeah,
so I hear a lot of that. So I definitely understand that it's really unique and it's a lot of fun. A
yeah,
lot of it's really uplifting. So
yeah, yeah. It gives different perspective because like I feel like at least in America, like it seems like there's only like four genres people really care about, and it's like, but you go around the world and you see like they have all different types of like
yeah,
music and different types of energy when it comes down to it. And a lot of it is because of their environment. That's why it sounds the way it does. So it's super
yeah, it's
cool.
kind of has a unique style to it.
Yeah,
Like
super cool.
um, yeah, I haven't really gotten into European music, but I do listen to a few UK artists.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so I like their style and I like their the what do you call it for languages like
Their
their
accent.
their accent. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There we go. I like their accent and how some of the songs sound. So a lot of UK artists do drill music these
yeah,
days. I know that's what they're really into over there.
yeah. I love it. I love it. Like Central C, when I discovered him,
Yeah,
I was addicted to
yep,
it.
yep. I know
Yeah,
Central C.
yeah.
Have you heard of the new group called Coast Contra?
No.
You should definitely look them up.
Oh yeah.
Their stuff is insane. Like he was rapping, like he was rapping words that went along with like turntables and like making the sounds. But
Yeah.
as he was rapping it, it sounded like turntables.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, so like they're really creative. Their bars, oh my gosh, they're like definitely look them up. Maybe I'll do a reaction to them and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, definitely,
But
definitely.
definitely check out Costa Contra. Uh, do you ever get into like '90s hip hop and
Yeah.
what artists kind of did you listen to from the '90s?
Uh, yeah, I still do. When I first like got really into hip hop, it was really just honestly through Biggie. My brother
Yeah,
played Ready to Die while he was driving me to school, and like
that's a classic.
yeah, dude, I was
It's
hooked.
an instant classic.
Cause like I had only known like Juicy really at that time. I was like
Yeah.
13, and like I knew like the one song, and then
Yep.
like actually hearing the whole album, like how it starts with his birth, and it,
It's insane. It's crazy.
yeah, I was
It's an insane concept, and he nailed it.
yeah, man.
I've been listening to a lot of 50 Cent and Tupac,
Oh yeah,
especially his Machiavelli project.
oh yeah, yeah.
The
That's a
I
good
can't
one.
yeah, and Lil Wayne's easily becoming one of my favorite artists too.
Oh, Wayne's insane.
Yeah, the
Wayne's got
Carter Three.
oh yeah, Wayne's got a crazy discography
Oh my
too.
gosh!
It's
In some ways, I think he's lyrically better than Eminem.
it Yeah, he can be. Yeah, I think like Wayne is up there. He's like when you're talking lyrics, he's top five. Like
Yeah.
there's still bars today that like I'll go back and listen to.
And
Like
a
the
lot
block
of
is hot, and
times,
I'm like,
yeah.
wow.
And a lot of times as artists, we kind of like to play with their bars and kind of flip them ourselves.
Yeah,
And that's something I've done a lot with. And my newest song, Fall, I kind of play off of a new NF song.
yeah,
And yeah, it's definitely, I love getting ideas for flows and stuff from different artists, but I try to stick to originality too.
yeah. I feel
So,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like if we're talking flows, like one of the best originators of it was Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
they came out so smooth, man. Like I love Low End Theory. I still listen to that like
That's,
a lot, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been listening to mainly 50 Cent lately.
Oh yeah.
Just a lot of the early 90s stuff. And I listened to the Slim Shady LP the other day.
Oh yeah.
That was, what a way to come into a career.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Eminem.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was like 29 or something, right?
I know,
he
it's
wasn't,
crazy.
He wasn't young, like
He wasn't.
You know,
Yeah.
because rappers now they blow up at like 17. It's like
Right? It's crazy. I know rappers who are like 11, 12, like Good Boy, our friend Good Boy, shout out Worldwide Chaos, and Nigel T and Heavy Knee and Good Boy. But Good Boy started when he was 11.
Dang.
That's insane. And look where he's at now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's crazy. Progress is says a lot about artists, and I'm really proud of what you're doing as an artist and what you're doing for the community. And we're just excited about your future content. And we hope to have you back on the on the channel soon.
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy to come back, and I'm happy for the opportunity, man.
Awesome. Thank you for stopping by.
Yep.
So that's where we'll probably end the interview, guys. Make sure to check out Ice Fault Studios on all platforms, and I'll link Sean's stuff down in the description below. But again, thank you for stopping by, and we'll go to the outro.